Once a flourishing business selling works banned in mainland China, this Hong Kong bookstore is now closed and 5 of its staff have disappeared in a mysterious case that has shaken the city. Opposition politicians fear that owner Li Bo and his 4 colleagues have been taken to mainland China by security officers cracking down on the city's rambunctious book trade. Millions of Chinese tourists visit Hong Kong every year, and many pop into independent stores like this to pick up books on sensitive topics from Politburo power struggles to the sex lives of top leaders. In authoritarian China, books are strictly censored. But in Hong Kong, writers are free to publish what they like thanks to the autonomy the city was granted when Beijing took control from Britain in 1997. For many in Hong Kong, this isn't just about one bookstore or even the wider publishing industry. It's about the growing threat to the freedoms that make this city what it is.
Well, I'm very concerned about the disappearance of these booksellers because I think this is an important test case for Hong Kong. We have one country, 2 systems here. Our rights to freedom of speech are protected as writers or academics, journalists. Generally, we're not supposed to live in an environment of fear about what we choose to write about or publish. But this is a situation that's, I think, making all Hong Kongese fearful.
Beijing has refused to comment on what happened to Mr. Li and his colleagues, although a prominent state newspaper has accused them of spreading evil influence to the mainland. Activists believe the growing pressure on Hong Kong's publishing industry is part of a broader crackdown on free speech. But the owner of one store that bought books from Mr. Li's publishing company says he will carry on operating so long as he still has mainland customers and a supply of punchy works.
Yeah, this is really horrible stuff that Mr. Li that disappeared in Hong Kong, and even my family is worried about that. Am I safe? So, but I think we are only a bookseller. We are not really at that kind of level to have contact with those secret information. For the future, we just hope that the publisher stand on their own position and then keep going to have new products come out.
As the heat from Beijing rises, David Bandursky of Hong Kong University says it's more important than ever for fellow academics and writers to keep pushing the boundaries in Hong Kong.
Well, I think one important point is that it's not over for Hong Kong. So there's a lot of, as I said, concern, legitimate concern. But we have to, those of us who work in Hong Kong, journalists, academics, we have to use the one country, 2 systems. It's kind of a use it or lose it moment.
While the fate of the missing booksellers remains uncertain, the fear is that the damage has already been done. Their disappearance will make writers and publishers think more carefully about what they produce in future and prompt bookstores to think twice before stocking sensitive volumes. Taken together, that could lead to a creeping climate of self-censorship. Ben Bland, Financial Times, Hong Kong.